seems like most folks don't take the time to relax anymore. We here at BSN remember the old days, back when a fellow would tip his hat to a lady, back when working hard was for nerds. BakedSalmon wants to thank you for spending your precious free time on this channel. We have listened to your compliments and paid special attention to your suggestions on how we can improve the experience for the viewer. Based on your feedback, we are happy to introduce a new sidekick for Mr. Salmon. Please welcome the awfully congenial Snappy Cat.
Baked. Listen, I just want to say, I'm a big fan of your work. No one f***s with the fish. Nobody. He's a friendly guy. You leave him alone. Alright? He tells the truth.
So happy I could just take a I'm happy. Being happy.
What is up, chicken butts? We are locked and loaded for a trip down to rural Georgia, a little town called Fortson. By the end of this sting, PJ would have 148 convictions under their belt. Those are serious numbers. I've stated that I feel PJ cut corners and acted outside of the understanding with NBC in order to make sure that they landed some whales. I believe when they had someone especially delicious on the line, they would entice the perv like a guy with a panel van entices kids with all that candy.
I'm starting to see vans in a whole new way now. Do you know how much candy you can fit in a van?
Speaking of enticement, To Catch a Predator was viral at this point. It was discussed everywhere that you would expect to engage in television programming gossip. This means that from here on out, most of the men who end up on TCAP... No, not now, Snappy. Most of the men who end up on TCAP were aware of the show and knew it was at least possible that they were being drawn into such an investigation. Yet it didn't do much to prevent them from stupidly attempting to continue their fantasy. I think Stone Phillips says it best.
Like moths to a flame, they just keep coming.
Sounds like he ain't kidding.
Tonight, investigation number 6. This time, we've set up our hidden cameras in a rented house in rural Georgia. And once again, even men who have seen our reports show up at the door.
I got an update on Scooby-Doo's car. He's going to be in an orange Ford Explorer.
Beginning with this episode, I feel the series enters a poetic phase. Hanson's narration comes across as especially well polished. Here's an example.
On this stormy summer night, on a winding country road, a potential bite predator slowly approaches a house where he believes a child is waiting for him. He's driven a long way for this meeting, almost 2 hours.
There he is.
But the driver won't find a young girl inside. Instead, a Dateline investigative team awaits his arrival.
All right, Emmy, he's coming in.
Why is this man making such a long trip in the dead of night? Perhaps because he believes a 15-year-old girl is alone inside, ready to have a bite with him.
Dennis Colson. Now, first things first, a little grammar lesson. Bear with me. Let's look at the word dentist. E has the short sound, eh, because it's followed by 2 consonants, like tennis, dentist, rent, fence. The configuration of vowel-consonant-vowel makes that first vowel the long version. Deny, decide, feline. Okay, thanks for the grammar lesson, Salmon. Well, the point is, Dennis's name is spelled with 1 N. Now, I've tried to think of another word that uses the configuration of blank E-N-I-S, and though I thought long and hard, it just wouldn't come.
It began more than a week earlier when he entered a Yahoo Georgia chat room and decided to hit on a decoy, an adult posing as a 15-year-old. It didn't take long for the 23-year-old, screen name Scooby-Doo ATL01, to steer the chat toward Bite Guy. He asked all kinds of comfortable questions like, what positions have you tried? You like doggy? The decoy says, I never did doggy before. And Scooby-Doo says, well, if we ever have doggy, I'll introduce it to you. But I switch positions a lot, so you're bound to learn a few new tricks.
Oh, imagine that.
Gee, Scoob, do you like doggy? Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Now, the man with the bag of tricks is walking in our house. We hired a very young-looking 19-year-old to play the part of the girl.
Hey!
Hey.
Took you a while to get here.
Yeah, well, someone can't get good directions of where they live.
There is a special place in pedo hell for the guys who arrive for their date and make snarky comments to the victim. She isn't old enough to drive, but she is an idiot for not giving good directions. Emily Bix was given a handful of pleasant wigs to wear in this bust. Emily Bix, by the way, is my favorite decoy. Casey is probably a close second, although moving up fast on the outside.
You'd never guess, by the way this man confidently walks into our house, that he's seen Dateline's investigations into internet predators before.
Dennis is counting his paper for some reason. Planning to make it rain, I imagine.
And he's still willing to risk being exposed on national television.
Did you have a hard time finding the place, or?
Yeah, man.
You got lost, huh?
Yeah, who are you?
Yeah. Well, who are you?
I'm Dennis.
The Ireland hat. It is Exhibit 1 on my secret list of reasons why we can tell TCAP is fake. The hat seems pretty obscure. Then why does it appear on this predator's noggin way over in California, huh? Answer me that. Nah, I'm kidding. Or am I?
Dateline paid Perverted Justice a consultant's fee to do what it usually does, go into chat rooms posing as 13 to 15-year-olds home alone, interested in Detroit. Some decoys pretend to be eager about Detroit. That's because experts we've spoken to say young teens are often curious, even precocious, when it comes to chatting online about Detroit without knowing the potential lifelong repercussions of being transferred by an adult.
The decoy is, 15? I wonder if there was any strategy to what age they gave the decoys in the chat. Think of the woman who voiced Kayla. If it was the only child voice that she could do, then you couldn't use her for the 15-year-old decoy verification calls.
They leaving on the 18th too?
I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it'll be nighttime when I come get you anyway.
Okay.
That
I'll
way.
be ready.
You'll be ready?
Yeah, I'll be ready.
You're probably ready to come here right now, aren't you?
Hell, you couldn't really even use her for 13-year-old Kayla, but because it was Lauren, it worked. When I hear Kayla's voice, I picture this.
How's Bud doing?
And how old is he?
She told me she was 18.
So that'd be cool then, because she's of legal age.
No, I wasn't going to do anything.
When I start to read some of his chat log, he gets up and starts pacing.
What positions have you tried?
Oh, God, I'm an idiot.
You know how to ride? You like doggy? And then you ask...
Oh, God, stop. Okay.
Just one more. You say...
Dennis practically lunges at Chris. He is skeeved out himself. Nobody wants their sweet talk blasted out there for the world to hear. Dennis certainly doesn't want anyone reading his attempt to entice a child. That has got to be the cringiest thing ever.
When I start to read some of his chat log, he gets up and starts pacing.
What positions have you tried?
Oh, God, I'm an idiot.
You know how to ride? You like doggy? And then you ask...
And now here, Chris is like the older brother picking on his sibling. Give it back, give it back. Hang on, just one more.
Oh, God, stop. Okay.
Just one more. You say, you ask if you delete all those IMs when you're done. I'd hate to have your mom get nosy. Well, I got to tell you something. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on guys, men trying to meet teens on the internet.
If it's stupid, I'm a stupid man. That's all I can say. But I would like to leave.
He's arrested.
Get on the ground. Please, don't take Put your hands behind your back. Please don't. Put your hands behind your back.
Please. Please. Oh my God, my life is ruined.
I didn't think Scoob was that rotund, but they apparently had to double cuff him.
God, I'm an idiot.
How'd it go at the house, Dennis?
That was awesome. That was the best day of my life.
Well, so much for punishment. Dennis seems to have had a marvelous time. Imagine that.
With men all over the internet admitting they've seen our To Catch a Predator series, we wondered if it would stop a lot of them from trying to hook up with children. Or will there be many others like Scooby-Doo still brazen enough to show up at our house?
Wanted.
Wait and see.
Sci-Fi Theater will return after these messages. Do you love diamonds? Do you want a diamond but can't afford the real thing? Well, we've got something just for you. Blue Star Diamond. Yes, that's right. They're fake. They're fake as f***. And they're there just for you, you cheap ass. Come and get your fake diamond at Blue Star, and you can wear it and fake out all your friends. They'll think you're rich, and you have a diamond. Blue Star Diamond. Come and get your diamond today. Blue Star Diamond also comes with a money-back guarantee. You know, for those cheap asses that spend $14.95 on a fake diamond and they want their money back because it's a fake diamond. But your money is always money-back guaranteed just for you guys, you cheap asses. To order, call 1-800-228-2036. Don't forget to give your ring size.
Coming up, driveway battle stations, battle stations.
A man who made a date online for but with a young girl has shown up earlier than expected. Our decoy, playing the part of a young girl, heads to the front door to wave the man in.
Hey, come on in.
He's 32-year-old Christopher Xavier Cannon, here to meet a 15-year-old virgin. At least that's what he was told. Using the screen name Xavier01, he asks the girl if she's ever had an orgasm. The decoy says, "I don't think so," and Xavier01 says, "Good." Then he asks her,
"Do you want to be on top or bottom?"
I'm not sure. Which is better?
We'll have to see where you fit best, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. I think I know.
Or we can do doggy style.
Sorry, if I don't put this stuff in the washer right away, it just wrinkles.
Christopher Cannon. He's not much of a meme machine, as he isn't there very long. Long enough to bust out this gem, though.
Yeah, I knew what this was. I just went to test it, that's all.
Okay, noted, sir.
Thanks. I knew what it was.
What do you think it was?
Nothing.
He heads out the door, right into the arms of the Harris County Sheriff's Department.
And it's funny that he continues with that line even as he lays cuffed outside the house.
I knew what it was. I wasn't doing anything.
The cops at night are on point. The predators don't even make it halfway to their vehicle. So why are these cops hiding upstairs? Hey, you, stop there! Wait for us while we try and jockey 5 overweight cops out onto the deck and down a flight of stairs.
As our investigation continues here in rural Georgia, it becomes clear there are plenty of other men who seem to know about our investigations but show up anyway.
Yeah, slowing down, pulling in the driveway. Emily, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Here comes Need a Friend to Talk to 2005. He drove 4 hours to get here.
All right, go ahead and open the door.
Hey, come on in. Okay. It's raining outside, so I'll meet you in. I just gotta throw this in the dryer real quick.
Need a Friend to Talk to is really 25-year-old John Adam Daniels, a carpenter. He thinks he's here to meet a 13-year-old virgin named Nina. Online, he asks her if she wants to try and if he can perform oral sex on her. After the decoy agrees, she tells him she's home alone.
John Adam Daniels. Need a Friend to Talk to 2006. I should say so. He drove 400 friggin' miles. Even brought his sleepover bag. Unlike Christopher Cannon, John here is a meme machine. Everything he says is comedy gold.
Okay, baby.
Except for that. Okay, baby. Just gross.
I drinking some Kit Kats.
Looks like you brought enough stuff to move in.
Yes.
Why don't you have a seat there?
And like some of the others, Need a Friend to Talk to appears to know what he's walked into.
Am I being taped?
You are being taped.
Oh, crap. Am I going to be upbeat? Arrested?
That's not up to me. You admit right here that...
We were watching this in the Discord and it was pointed out that the size adjustment on this hat could not be cinched any tighter. Okay, Pinhead.
You could be in trouble if anybody found out that a 25-year-old was meeting a 13-year-old.
Yes, sir. I thought it was a bad idea from the beginning, so...
But if you thought it was such a bad idea, why did you do it anyway?
I don't know, so...
What are you thinking here, Al?
I'm completely and totally stupid. I'm sorry. Can I leave, sir?
Just like all the men who show up at our house, he's free to leave. Since he's seen our reports before, he probably knows he won't be free for long, and there's nowhere to run.
Again, the night cops nab him just steps from the door. Top-notch policing. What do you think, John?
Walking up the walk towards the door.
Hi, come on in.
Now back up, back up, back up. He's right there. Keep going.
Here comes another man who, despite seeing our previous broadcasts, is willing to take the risk.
Quality wigs.
To possibly have sex with a minor. He's 22-year-old Matthew Cogburn. Yesterday was his birthday. He's here to meet a decoy pretending to be a 14-year-old. This clean-cut, all-American-looking man has a MySpace page where he says, Jesus rocks.
Matthew Cogburn. Coggy. Check out Coggy's MySpace page. From what I can piece together, his bio reads, let's see. Name's Matt. I'm 6'5", 210 pounds. I grew up in a small town, far from the big ones. I'm the baby of the family. Blessed, for sure. So many good things happening to me to take credit. It's all about him. I know the man upstairs. He is an amazing man. When you give your life to him is when you really see the difference in your life. Jesus rocks. I'm a pretty laid-back guy. I like to stop and see life for what it is, not what I wish it could be. 'Cause on top of all the crap we go through, if we look at what we have, life is pretty daggum good. FYIGO. Okay, what the hell is FYIGO? I thought about this, and I thought, well, maybe Coggy's a troll. Maybe he's not really into religion at all. Maybe it stands for, F you imbeciles, God's overrated. Or perhaps this is his lone ground rule. Fresh, young, illegal girls only. Or maybe a cryptic confession. Fine, yes, I'm gay. Occasionally. Well, I guess we'll never know.
And lists God as his #1 hero. But when he goes into a Yahoo chat room, he seems like another person. His chat with a girl he thinks is 14 is so graphic, much of it can't be shown. He does ask the decoy if her house is secluded, so if they use the jacuzzi, you can moan and squeal all you want.
Nice house.
Thank you. Did you have a hard time getting here?
Well, the road that I was looking for didn't show up.
Why don't you have a seat there and get comfortable for that?
I had a feeling this was going to happen.
Hey, Hal Roach called. He wants Froggy back.
This is the happiest day of my life.
81-year-old references.
What was your plan here today?
I can't answer that as I want to because I've been in a struggle myself with what I want to do because I'm still a virgin.
Now, I'm looking at this chat log here. 16 minutes into this discussion, you ask if she can do deep throat. How do you feel about sex? You on birth control, or are you sticking with condoms? You got toys?
Is there a need?
Well, I want you to square that with what's on your MySpace website, where you talk about Jesus rocks.
It's always a treat to hear a virgin talk enormous game.
Do you have toys? Can you deep throat?
Yeah, hey Matthew, square that with what you say on your MySpace page. FYIGO.
You'll hear more about this man's inner struggle after he's in police custody.
Seriously, get on the ground. Get down on the ground. All the way down.
But there are many more potential predators about to keep their date with Dateline. More examples of the potential danger facing children on the internet.
The cleanest, best pleasure.
The cleanest, best pleasure is to have with a 13-year-old girl.
Yes, sir.
Do you like chewing gum? Sure, we all do. And Wrigley's knows that we all do enjoy chewing gum. So this is a chewing gum commercial. We're selling you gum. Wrigley's, doesn't that look good? That's right. In all these moments of life, you're only thinking about gum. What gum to choose? Wrigley's has you covered. We've got the gum, so now you don't even have to decide. Just pick up a pack of Wrigley's today.
As law enforcement arrests one suspect after another, what happens next is almost inevitable. One of our invited guests drives by, spots them, and takes off.
He actually watched it out front and was leaving.
But Lieutenant Sven Armburst of the Harris County Sheriff's Office is not about to let 36-year-old George Cleary get away.
He actually came by 3 times.
Did he really?
Yeah.
After Cleary sees this man being arrested, he heads for the highway. That's where detectives stop him.
George Cleary, Broken Empires. Oh, nice boots, buckaroo.
For the chance to have with a 14-year-old he met online.
Go have a seat.
Using the screen name...
His photo here looks like Nicolas Cage and Paul Rubens had a kid together. Actually, looks like he could be the leader of a small but tightly knit vampire cult.
I see you brought condoms.
Yes, she asked me to.
Intimate lubricant. What's this for?
She was going to give me a massage.
While one man was scared off when he saw police activity, others are wary even when all is quiet.
There he is.
There he is.
This man pulling into our driveway is 38-year-old Peter Sika, screen name Don Cheech.
Don Cheech, nominated for weirdest mugshot.
Hey, He-Man called. He wants Ram Man back.
Repeatedly says he's afraid of getting in trouble. We think we know why. Listen as this female decoy pretending to be Brian talks to Don Cheech on the phone.
No, what are you talking about? What's Dateline? What is it? It's like cops or something? I've seen cops, you know.
Despite his fears of being caught in our report, the 38-year-old shows up anyway.
Come on, get in out of the rain. You're gonna get yourself all wet.
Dell from Perverted Justice now takes over the
Dell channels her inner bro, and it cracks me up every time. Well done, bro.
Very reluctant.
Hey, bro! Come on in. Come on, I gotta finish cleaning up the kitchen. I told you to come on in out of the rain. Did you not hear me?
He wants to be sure Dell is really the boy he came to see.
Pull your head off.
He's suspicious.
And homie's breasticles, they remind me of this meme for some reason.
After Dell refuses to take her hat off, the 38-year-old heads back to his car. That's when law enforcement moves in and arrests him.
Put the camera out of my face, please.
Say, if Dennis got double cuffed, I wonder.
And as you're about to see, there are more potential predators like Don Cheech who don't stay long.
Dell's going to go out and try and get him. He's looking for a black female, so we're trying to pull this off.
Meet 43-year-old James Klein, a married man.
James Klein. Despite the ridiculous narrative being crammed down our throats these days, James Klein is not a racist simply because he is white. The apple of James's eye is a dark-skinned young lady, so suck on that, you friggin' racists.
He's here to meet a girl who told him she was 15. Online, he calls himself Hold You Closer 2003. He asks the girl if she's ever experienced.
Listen, first things first. The kid needs a slap in the fucking mouth, all right?
Your mouth, your nipples, down between your legs, too. Now, Hold You Closer 2003 is walking in our house.
Much like Brian Gosling, James acts like a punchable douche when questioned by Hanson.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Why don't you have a seat right over there? Did you find the place okay?
Huh?
Did you find the place okay?
No, I didn't.
It took you a while.
Huh?
Did you get lost?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't handle this motherfucker. All right? This fucking dude needs a smack in the fucking mouth, and he deserved it. He fucking deserved it.
Why are you here tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
He may be able to run away from us.
Yeah, James looks like an actor in an infomercial when he shakes his head and walks off. It's like,
tired of those pesky Dateline hosts.
And that's all he gives us at the Sting House. The real gold with James Klein is the verification call. It is highly quotable.
This is Jim.
Hey, it's Natasha.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, what's up?
Just getting back from lunch.
Cool. What
What about you? What's that?
I'm not really. What did you have for lunch?
Chinese food.
Cool. Was it good?
Yeah, it was real good. I had we're regulars at this place, and I told him. He said, "What do you want today?" I said, "I don't know. Just make me some." So yeah, so he brought some stuff to me. It was good. It was a pepper steak, and he fixed it a little bit different way.
Well, that's good that they know you like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And once again, I am reminded of the OG TCAPist Candid Fellow with his soundboard magic.
Family Dollar.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Just getting back from lunch.
That's good.
Yeah, it was real good. I had we're regulars at this place, and I told him. He said, "What do you want today?" I said, "I don't know. Just make me some." Yeah, so he brought some stuff to me. It was good. It was a pepper steak, and he fixed it a little bit different way.
Oh, sound good.
Yeah, it was real good. What about you?
I'm at work.
I mean, I just don't have any motivation to go back to work right now.
The next man you're about to meet not only sits down for an interview, he actually admits it's likely he would have taken the of a 13-year-old girl if she was willing.
Maddie. Hey, I'm up here.
He's 20-year-old Cody Green, screen name Perfect Buddy Georgia. He's been chatting online with a girl posing as a 13-year-old virgin named Maddie Girl 92. He tells the Decoy, "I definitely appreciate being your first." The Decoy says, "Really? You don't mind I'm a virgin?" Perfect Buddy answers, "If you don't mind me taking it from you, I actually would love it and never have been with a virgin." Perfect Buddy then sends not one, but 8 different pictures of his genitals. The chat lasts for 2 days.
The way Chris said that makes it sound like a 2-day chat log is lengthy. And it probably was at the time. Not everyone details their eternity together like Lorne.
Yeah, I just gotta drop this in the washer, but I made some sweet tea. Come on in.
He comes in, he's got his cap on, and he's ready to meet his dream date.
Yeah, I made some tea and it's on the table. Did you bring me my chocolate?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Should have a seat right in that chair.
Instead, he runs into me.
Either C. Greasy has gas, or some prankster slipped a whoopee cushion under Grease.
Please, sir, I really drove this far for no reason.
You drove this far for no reason?
Yes, sir.
There's some debate about what C. Grease meant by that. I happen to think it's his way of saying, I wasn't going to do anything.
I swear, sir, I'm a desperate person. I need a girl in my life, and if she really wanted to be my friend, that would be all.
Now, CG is curiously honest when answering the critical questions.
I'm sorry, sir. I have interest in younger girls. That has just been a fantasy of mine.
A fantasy?
Yes, sir. If she really didn't want it, sir, I swear to you, I would have never tried it.
But if she was open to the idea,
yes,
you would have had sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Probably, yeah. I'm sorry, I know you think it's bad, but that's what it is, and that would be probably the cleanest, best pleasure, I would say.
The cleanest, best pleasure,
yes, sir,
is to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Yes, sir. Are you her father or something like that?
Cleanest, best pleasure. Are you her dad? What if Chris was her dad? Seagriz is going off on how he'd hoped to wreck the poor girl, and then says, "Are you her dad?" If that was her dad, I think Cody Blue here would probably be recovering in the ICU.
A hit-and-run charge. Well, that's something you got to know. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Yes, sir.
We're doing stories on adults who try to meet teens on the internet.
So what happens to these men after they're arrested?
On the ground! On the ground! On the ground!
Now, the last thing I want to point out is I'm sure the main reason Cody struggles with cops here is because stains are a bitch to get out of whites, and he wants to avoid that grass.
You'll hear more incredible revelations as the suspects tell their stories to the police.
I knew what this was. I was just testing it. I knew what this was.
In chat rooms with young teens, now in the interrogation room with police. When our Dateline Net Crime to Catch a Predator continues.
Do you like shampooing your hair? Sure, we all do. It's Wella Balsam shampoo. It shampoos your hair, gets it nice and clean. You know what shampoo does. Wella Balsam shampoo. Buy some because, well, you should have already. Wella Balsam.
It was stupid. I'm a stupid man.
After Dateline confronts a potential sex offender here in rural Fortson, Georgia,
Free leave. What's going to happen?
Put your hands behind your back.
even the U.S. Marshals and Secret Service are involved. Remember Scooby-Doo ATL-01, 23-year-old Dennis Colson? He made plans to teach colonial tricks to a girl he was told was 15.
Oh, my God. I'm a idiot.
His car is searched. The police find direct...
Whoa, when I think of a van full of candy, this is who I picture driving it.
to the house along with condoms and marijuana.
More TVs in here?
Colson is then brought to a room where he waits to be interrogated. That's where he meets Harris County Sheriff Mike Jolly, who finds out this isn't Colson's first run-in with the law.
I'd like to get out of jail free card.
There's no get out of jail free card.
No, but from my parents, what I'm saying.
Oh, you've already used it one time?
I used it one time. It's done now, especially with this. It's over.
Oh my god, Dennis doesn't really have a strong grasp of the English language, does he?
I'd like to get out of jail free card.
There's no get out of jail free card.
No, but from my parents, what I'm saying.
What? What is that you're saying?
Investigator Gary Lewis shows the 23-year-old...
Here he is trying to avoid having to listen to his weak-ass game again.
Yeah, there's a lot of explicit there that I definitely shouldn't have said.
Yeah.
Let's not read that.
Saw that.
Let's just not read it. I never should have said any of that.
I mean, why would you ask a 15-year-old girl
I can't believe
if she's still a virgin?
I think we should go ahead and stop.
Scooby-Doo ends the interview pretty quickly.
My name's Tony. I work with the sheriff's office, and this is Teresa.
But sheriff's investigators like Tony Knotts and a Secret Service agent disguised because of her undercover work have others to question.
Basically, you've been caught in a sting operation. Of course, that's why you're in handcuffs.
Christopher Cannon is the 32-year-old volunteer church director who mentioned several neighborhood positions he'd like to try with a girl posing as a 15-year-old. He's the one who ran as soon as he saw me.
Oh, why don't you have a seat real quick?
Oh, yeah, I know what this is.
No, please, I need you.
Yeah, I know what this was. I just went to test it, that's all.
Okay.
But that's not what he tells investigator.
I knew what this was. I was just testing it. I knew what this was.
You show up in the middle of it.
I knew what this was. I was just testing it. I knew what it was. I knew what this was.
The investigator reminds him he'd been chatting online with the Decoy.
Get on the ground.
This man also realizes it wasn't a good idea. He tells investigators that this isn't the first time he's gone to visit someone he met online. In fact, he says he met his last girlfriend on MySpace.
Solely deep down, I didn't have any intentions to do anything. I've been able to talk the way I've talked, and this is my punishment.
And his punishment, like the other men caught in this investigation...
Look at this paddy wagon. I've never seen the inside. It is so cute.
South, guys.
It was a to catch a predator first. This man made plans online for a threesome with an underage teen and his adult girlfriend.
Marvin Smith. This brother was a Baptist church minister, apparently. And he had a girlfriend. And this lady was not only into the whole plan, but she even spoke to the Decoy on the phone, although she never came to the house. To my knowledge, she was never actually charged.
I'm just gonna finish getting ready. Maybe just like a couple minutes.
Online, he calls himself Southwest Georgia Male Yes. His chat is one of the most graphic and disturbing we've come across. At first, he offers the Decoy, Erin Lynn B., $250. When she asks, "Why do you want to give me money?" he says, "'Cause I want you." Phyllis, the girlfriend, doesn't show up. She apparently had to work. But Southwest Georgia Male Yes does, and is now in our house and in hot pursuit of our Decoy.
I didn't get a chance to get a hug.
Oh my, a foreshadowing of Dupay's hug attempt, perhaps?
Behind the curtain, the man sees our camera crew and runs.
He saw Ron. He's coming out. He's coming out.
This trips me out. Marvin starts to follow the decoy, and he pokes his head between the curtains, right? Then he just sits there for a second. You would think that if he had seen anyone but the decoy on the other side, he would split. So these couple of seconds are an eternity by comparison. And where's Hansen? How is it that he is not at the ready with his little suit and clipboard? Had he given up at this point?
On running, even after sheriff's deputies order him to stop.
I can't shoot you while you're scampering like that. Stop! Marvin's like, oh, you mean like this?
After he's arrested, he's taken in for questioning. This man with the incredibly vulgar chat reveals something that, ironically, no longer surprises us.
I was a menace in the shirt.
Photographed and put behind bars.
Is Marvin Harrison Smith your true name?
Yes, ma'am.
The next day, he goes before...
And like the others, he goes before a judge, and oh my god. What happened to you, sir?
Back at the house, there are more suspected predators on the way.
Next up, David Hilbish.
Online, using the screen name Tunnels12,000, he tells the decoy named Tracy in Excess this isn't his first time meeting a teen on the internet. I did it with a 15-year-old before, and I came real close to getting caught. I didn't have sex with her, everything but. He later says he was questioned by detectives, but never charged. Now, he wants to have with Tracy.
I want all of you, Tracy, in every way.
You show me, okay?
Hey! Come on in!
Man, I don't have a whole lot to say about the Hillbilly Hilbish. We've already talked about the Super Mario Predator. I mean, this guy's got a stash and a ball cap. Maybe he's the Luigi Predator.
Hey, this will only take a second. I'm sorry you couldn't bring your bike. I would have loved to see it.
Could you have a seat right over there, please? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Go ahead, son.
When I confront the 38-year-old, his memory seems a bit foggy.
And so you were chatting with a girl named Tracy.
Right.
And how old is Tracy?
I don't have no idea.
The problem for you, David, is that I have the chat right here.
What is up with that ear? Is he one of the Keeblers?
How old are you again? Not sure if I read that right. 14. She says she's 14 right here, right?
I guess so.
So what you said before was not true. Okay. Have you ever done this before?
No.
Have you ever been with an underage girl before?
No, not actually, no.
I did it with a 15-year-old before, and I came real close to being caught. We stay out all night and fall asleep in my truck.
I didn't break the law that I knew of, and the police officer told me that.
Well, I can say this. There are 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and this guy watches NASCAR. Those 3 things are without question. And there he goes. Get down, get down. Okie doke, that is the end of part 1. We had some ups and some downs with these bumbling clowns. As interesting as this batch was, the next episode will make this one look like an episode of Predator Poachers. Huh? Timely. Bless this mess, my friends. Let's give Laurel appreciation and a hearty thank you to the supporters of the Baked Salmon
happy
Network.
I could just take a Well, I'm happy. Oh, so happy. Happy as anyone ever could be. Yes, I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. Oh, I'm so happy. So happy I could just take a shit. I'm happy. Of being happy. Won't you be happy? Now with me too. Happy, 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 happy. Ooh, I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happening, happy, happy, happy. I know freaking happy. I'm so happy I could just take a shit. I'm so happy. 'Cause it's my birthday. Ooh, it's my birthday. Come on down, happy, happy, happy.
Why is this man making such a long trip in the dead of night? Country road. On this stormy summer night, 15-year-old girl. It began more than a week earlier, hit on a decoy.
I love to a young man, deep and him.